All right. You can see the floor test is all set to take place today. It's going to be very, very important for the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha for Champai Soren. Remember, Hemant Soren has also been given the permission by court to take part in this floor test. We saw how there was resort politics that was going on before the floor test. The MLAs from have just returned from Hyderabad yesterday, and now from the circuit house they were headed to the assembly, where you can see live visuals coming in from. The vote proceedings have begun, and it's of course a litmus test for the Champai Soren government. He has to prove a majority. That is the important day for Jharkhand today, and they have to prove the majority. And right now we understand that it will be, of course, a test. They want to sail through with the 48 MLAs, at least what they have been claiming. However, of course, we have to see right now, wait and watch. The majority mark, of course, remains 41. Jharkhand Mukti Morcha leaders had been claiming that they do fear Operation Lotus of some sort. They were talking about it's a high-stake battle, of course, high-stake battle for the JMM right now, and it's the alliance government, the JMM Congress and the left alliance has to prove a majority, of course, for Champai Soren. He has taken over. He is known, he is of course a very close aide of the Soren family, is very close to Hemant Soren. He has been a mentor to Hemant Soren, and it's a very senior figure in Jharkhand's politics. He's known as a tiger in Jharkhand's politics, and he's right now the Chief Minister. He has to prove a majority, even as Hemant Soren continues to be under the ED's scanner, in ED custody. The floor test has now begun in Jharkhand, and voting is right now underway. Remember, those are the live visuals coming in on your screens. Hemant Soren has also taken part in this. He was granted permission by the court after he resigned as Jharkhand minister. He was, of course, arrested and taken into custody. Thereafter, we saw there was a lot of curiosity, a lot of suspense as in who will take over. Will his wife take over? Will anyone? So just before the vote, we saw Jharkhand Chief Minister Champai Soren speaking in the assembly, and he appealed to everybody, appealed for support, saying that he will form a government to work for the state. And this was just moments before there was an appeal to all present, to his party members, to the alliance. And he also alleged at the same time the central agencies were being used against Hemant Soren. That is the allegations that have been, of course, repeated right now. We have seen, and Hemant Soren has also challenged the BJP, saying that they need to he challenged the BJP, saying that prove the corruption charges, and if they prove him that he has done corruption, he has of course indulged in corruption, then he will quit politics. That is what Hemant Soren had said. And he said that मैं आंसू भी नहीं बहाऊंगा, आंसू वक्त के लिए रखूंगा, आप लोगों के लिए आंसू का कोई मतलब नहीं है. So he made some scathing attack also. My colleague and senior editor Prakash joins us live on the broadcast. Prakash, of course, this is a very crucial test. It's the D-Day right now. We've seen resort politics happening, and now it's the big test. In fact, the first big test for the newly sworn-in Champai Soren government. What do we expect from here on?
प्रस्ताव के विपक्ष में 29 मत प्राप्त हुए. इस प्रकार ये सभा वर्तमान मंत्री परिषद में विश्वास प्रकट करती है कि प्रस्ताव पारित हुआ. माननीय सदस्यगण, सभा की कार्रवाई मंगलवार दिनांक 6 फरवरी 2024 के 11 बजे पूर्वाह्न तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
All right, Prakash continues to be with us on a phone line, and we just saw that, Prakash, if you could hear me, the 47 votes have been received in favor of Champai Soren. So that's the big update we're getting in right now, viewers. This is the big update coming in. 29 from the opposition, again 29 against 47 in favor. This is coming in as the Jharkhand Assembly Speaker was just speaking right now. So this is the big update we have right now, viewers. 47 votes in favor of Champai Soren government, 29 in opposition. Jharkhand floor test update continues. Prakash continues to be with us right now. So big update coming in, Prakash. It's a big win for Champai government.
Well, as expected, we have been saying it on Republic TV ever since the governor was not allowing Champai Soren to form the government, and there was a constitutional breakdown. And today, on the floor test, exactly what has happened, what we reported on Republic TV, 47 MLAs have supported in favor of the government, 29 against. There were 3-4 absentees because of illness. That is why they could not participate. And one independent MLA, Saryu Rai, he remained neutral. He did not participate in the voting. He is sitting in the House. So, as expected, it has happened, and the numbers were in the favor of the JMM Congress combined, despite the fact that BJP MP Nisikant Dubey had been making repeated statements that there are certain MLAs who are not flying to Hyderabad. They are disenchanted with the JMM government, but that hasn't happened. And all the MLAs were solidly behind the JMM Congress combined. There were doubts about one Lupin Hembram, Chamra Linda, and they also stood solidly after meeting JMM Patriarch Shibu Soren today in the morning, and the kind of a statement that was made both by Champai Soren, the sitting Chief Minister, as well as Hemant Soren. He made an emotional statement. He challenged the ED that if they have the papers, they can prove it, and he is willing to leave politics, not only politics, but also Jharkhand. So, big statement made by Hemant Soren, and he also said that he is not going to set years arrest. So directly communicating with the tribal voters, making a statement for the tribal voters because it's 2 months away from the Lok Sabha elections. So all kinds of emotional statement being made to woo the voters in their favor, and Hemant Soren playing the victim card. So, so as far as this particular floor test is concerned, the Champai Soren government has passed the floor test on the floor of the Jharkhand Assembly with 47 MLAs supporting the government, 29 in against. Majority of them are from the BJP. Few MLAs abstained from the voting, and few MLAs were absent from the voting due to illness. So this is a big update coming from Jharkhand, wherein there was a political crisis in the state of Jharkhand ever since Hemant Soren, who escaped from Delhi despite the ED conducting raids at his place, and the next day when he was interrogated by the ED at his official residence in Ranchi. Then he was arrested later in the evening on 31st of January, and thereafter he resigned. For 2 years there was political stalemate in Jharkhand with the governor, C.P. Radhakrishnan, not allowing JMM Congress to form the government despite the numbers were in favor, which is evident from the floor test today. They have been repeating that they have the support of 47 MLAs, and they have submitted the letter of support. And now today, Champai Soren passing the floor test. Back to you.
Prakash, of course, we've been calling it the Jharkhand political thriller, isn't it? But is it the end of the thriller, or is there still a lot of challenges for the Champai Soren government? What is the road ahead from here on? Because Hemant Soren continues to be under the ED scanner. He continues to be in the ED custody.
Well, Hemant Soren is a different chapter. The stability of the government is a different chapter. Hemant Soren, who has been involved in corruption, and he's been charged of corruption, being involved in the mining scam as well as the land scam. That is for him to prove his innocence, whereas the ED says that they have substantial proof, ample evidence, and that is why they have arrested him, whereas Hemant Soren is challenging the...
उधर उस पर का
जो आपने भाषण दिया लोग उसको आंसर कर रहे हैं जो आपने सदन में अपनी बात रखा, लेकिन इस पूरी परिस्थिति को कैसे देखते सीधे बात कर रहे हैं, बार बार कहा जा रहा है कि हम जहाँ पे सरकार के पक्ष के लिए उसको अस्थिर करने की कोशिश हो रही है।
आरोप का कोई बुनियाद है तो बताना चाहिए। ये बेबुनियाद किसी तरह की बात अगर गढ़ के मंगलत बात करेंगे तो उसका जवाब होगा।
लेकिन अब जनता के पास क्या सवाल रहना चाहिए?
जो सवाल ये सवाल जनता का भी है, वो इसका जवाब चाहते हैं।
लेकिन क्या आपको लगता है इस तरीके से हेमंत सोरेन ने या वर्तमान मुख्यमंत्री ने अपनी बात रखी और उन्होंने कहा कि एक तरीके से आदिवासियत पर टारगेट है, ये मतलब सिंपैथी यहाँ की जनभावना झारखंड पे
अपनी बात बोल के एक समुदाय विशेष के सहानुभूति जीत सकते हैं, संवैधानिक शपथ के डायलॉग को सम्मान नहीं कर सकते। उसका जो एक दायित्व होता है उसका नेतृत्व करते हुए दिखाई नहीं दे रहे। यहाँ पर से जो